what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready to go out with the new for this week's daily race. Has been made a return from fan favorites on Gran Turismo Sports. So looks like this is going to get everything. We'll be able to have an N200 race on Fuji International Speedway. So this is going to be able to have a guess is the Toyota 86 GT versus Subaru BRZ for another round of the race. Group 3 is going to be able to race at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Grand Prix on the reverse course layout. And Super GT is going to be able to race on Autopolis International Racing Course. So this is going to get everything. We'll be prepared for having a return moment to be able to get started. So let's just going to go and get ready to take on for the Fuji International Speedway short track for 4 laps. So this one might be able to have 2 cars to be available to choose from. So gonna make sure to be able to start with the Subaru BRZ 2015 will also to begin. So let's go and get ready to race and get prepared. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for your entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race and let's get started. As we all set up to be prepared for having a good one-make race for a twin sports car, we're also going to get ready. So this is going to get everything. We'll be able to do the usual way. We're always going to take a lot of perfection. We might be able to be ready. So good thing that this is going to be able to have an encore moment. We'll be able to have what it takes to be able to do plenty of good practice. We might be able to keep it up. We'll always go in for. Now let's just going to be able to take plenty of turns as we know the drill. So this is going to get everything. We'll be able to be ready. So gonna make sure to be able to have a good clean race. We're always going to be able to have plenty of impressive skills. We might be able to keep up. We'll also to stay for a good racing mobility. We're always going to be able to keep up. But as we all know, because taking inside turns is always been usual for the Subaru BRZ S and the Toyota 86 GT, it is going to be like giving a lot of plenty of practice is going to get everything we'll be going in for. Now let this be only for one good encore race. We're always going to get ready to get started, so I hope everybody is ready to go. So this will be able to have a good clean race to get started, but this will be able to do the one challenging way from last week. So this week we'll be able to do differently. Gonna make sure that this will always gonna be able to keep up. We're always gonna keep going faster. We might need to take a lot of handling. We're also gonna take the perfection. It's gonna get everything we'll be started out for. Now this is gonna be able to take the grid start. We'll be ready, and here we go. Green light is on the road to be able to rev up and get started. Now this is gonna be able to take the good start. We're also gonna be able to catch up onto first place. This wheel might be able to take a lot of perfection. Wheel might be need to take a lot of few turns. It's going to get everything going in for. Got to keep it well careful. So this is going to be quite very tighten up on it because every racer always wants to be able to take a good opening spot. So this is definitely might be quite pretty hard to happen. So don't want to get everything to be forced off on it. So that was definitely might be having a lot of handling troubling in for this one. Oh man, can't believe it, that was so close. I thought that this is going to be able to take plenty of good turns. We might be able to have a clean race, but it is definitely might be able to have one basic driver. It is definitely might be able to take the challenge. We might be able to keep up. Well, it is going to be quite very tough to be able to make sure if we had to make everything to be able to take some good racing progress out there. So dirty race is definitely might be not count for it. So gonna make sure to be very careful not to have any collision going on because this is all about taking a lot of good clean race out there. We're also going to be able to take a lot of good training. We're always going to keep up for our sportsmanship rating. Gotta make sure to catch up with the rest. It's going to be quite very longer it takes. We might be able to have 2 segments. We're always going to be able to do a perfection moment. We might be able to keep it up on it. So gotta make sure that this is going to be able to take plenty of handling that, as we all know, since the last time on this race, because it is definitely might be quite pretty easy going, but this is going to be able to take a tough challenge. We might be able to take plenty of more efforts. We might be able to give everything what we could for. But at least that this is definitely might be able to do very much well, since we just raced on the Toyota AE86 for a one-make race, but it was definitely might be doing good to be able to have differences of each category type of one-make race is going to get everything. Ruby might be doing well to see it. But we always do enjoy one-make race. It is going to be quite taking a lot of good standard competition. It is going to be very important out there, folks. This one might do well to be able to have a good support with two manufactured car brands in the same model. It definitely might be quite giving a good remarkable to be able to have a good run. We're always going to be able to have a good time. We're always going to be able to take plenty of good practice before we will get started for the race. Now, this is definitely might be able to have plenty of turns since we just did for a while, so it might help. But gonna make sure to be able to keep up. The turn is going to be quite very risky, so gonna make sure that this is going to be able to take plenty of few turns. It's going to be quite very harder to get, so gonna make sure to be able to keep a good eye out on our racing mobility if we have to make sure to be able to have that radar to be in use, because it was quite pretty tough. So it might be need to be able to take some time. Might be able to keep up for a concentration. It's going to get everything going in for. Now, hope we just did definitely what we have to do to be remembered. So it will be able to take plenty more time. It's going to get everything we'll be able to keep going in for. But it will always going to take a good balance. We might be able to drive faster as much as possible whenever we can get. But it will take some time, so we all know that this is going to be able to have this for another good return for this one-make race. We'll also be able to have a racing recall to be able to going in for. So that was definitely might be able to have a one best moment to be able to enjoy a good race. It's everyone's fans' favorite for having a good one-make race. We'll be able to drive faster. We're always going to be able to keep our sportsmanship rating. We're always going to go up. And driver rating as well to be able to take plenty of good mobility racing skills. We're always going to be able to keep up. We're always going to keep it clean and keep it better. Might be needs to take plenty of good precision. Now, this is going to be able to have that first turn to be able to make it nice and tight. Almost had that grip, so going to make sure to keep it together. So almost had that effort is going to need to take. So this is definitely might be need to do a little bit more time of the practice. It's going to get everything we'll be able to going in. Alright, this is going to be able to take a little bit more time. Now, this is going to be able to take that breaking point, so this is definitely might be able to do a little bit more runs going on for it. So gotta make sure to take the slipstream for taking a reminder, folks. This is gonna get everything. Might catch up to the rest onto the top four, so this is gonna be able to take a little bit longer. Might be able to find a good perfect turn. It is gonna be quite very tricky, so this is gonna be able to take plenty more turns. It's gonna get everything. We'll go a little dive in. Might be able to have a little gap effect. Might be able to get everything nearby close. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get closer. So close to call, so this one might be able to take the last turn. We might be able to proceed forward onto the final lap of the race. So this is going to be able to take two parts of the segment. It's going to get everything we'll be able to going in. So each video segment will also be able to have one part, so it'll be able to have two parts, and then the merge part we'll be able to do well for. So this is definitely might be able to have plenty of few segments. It's going to get everything. Might need to be able to have a good race to entertain. So this is going to get everything. We're always going to keep going faster. Might be able to stay on top of the position. So going to make sure to move on in onto fifth place. Might be able to take the upper hand. It's going to get everything. We'll be getting closer. Got to make sure that this turn is going to be able to take a lot of perfection. It's going to get everything we're going in for. Now, looks like the three are definitely might be able to take plenty of good turns. Might be able to keep their mobility to keep it together. So it will be able to take plenty of few gap distance is going to be able to going in. So looks like Detroit 007 is definitely might be slowing down. So going to make sure to keep it hold. Is going to get everything, has to be able to keep it steady. Now that one definitely might be pretty close, but gonna make sure to take some time. We're always gonna be able to take a lot of patience out there. It's gonna get everything. We might take some time. We're always gonna be able to make one full step of the overtake. It's gonna be quite very contested. Gonna make sure to let the other drivers will go in and then make one good clear pass. We might be able to going in for. All right, going on the elevation. So let's check some corners. It's gonna get everything. Will take perfection. Check those corners, everyone. This is going to be able to take some inside turns. It's going to get everything we'll be going in for. Only one more lap, so this is going to be able to take the full stretch. It's going to get everything going in. Alright, here we go. Going to take some good slipstream. We'll be able to going in, so hope this is definitely might be able to have the top 3 drivers are about to be able to get a good finish. So you gotta make sure that this is gonna be able to take a lot of good speed. We might be able to race up. Okay, looks like this is gonna be able to have a 5th place finish. So it was doing good. So it might be able to keep up. We're always gonna be able to do perfectly for the best. So that was a very good race for having a good encore run on Fuji Speedway for Toyota 86 GT and Subaru BRZ S. It definitely might be quite even a good time to be able to take a good run again. We're always going to be able to keep up. We'll always do the best. It's like having a practice. So gonna make sure to be able to have a lot of good perfection out there. So this is definitely might be doing good to be able to have a good clean race. We're always going to be able to have a good race position. Is going to be able to take a lot of work out there. So well, it was definitely might be doing good to be able to have a 5th place finish. So gonna make sure to keep going faster. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good perfection out there. So this is definitely might be able to have some good earnings will be needed in case. So that was doing good. Almost there to be able to reach out the daily workout. So this is definitely might be doing good. So well, it was neutral since other racers are definitely might be getting close by getting a little bit bumping in onto each other. So it is quite very contested since the first lap of the race is going to be quite very challenging for it. So it was doing good. So let's just going to go and get ready to get started. So this will might be able to wrap this up in the first part. Well, that was a very good encore race out there for having a good one-week race at Fuji Speedway. So it was definitely might be pretty good to be able to keep up. We're always going to be able to have a good clean race by using the Toyota 86 GT or the Subaru BRZ S. So this is definitely might be quite very good to be able to have a full part, and also the 2 parts. We're always going to be able to have a different car included as well. So it was pretty good. It was pretty much enjoyable to be able to have a one good returning fan favorite. We're always going to be able to have a one good rivalry race. We're always going to be able to do perfectly. We'll have a good race to enjoy. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll see you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.